Do guppy fish eat veggies? You can never do anything wrong to this hardy guppy and not regret it the next day. They are one of the easiest fish to take care of and can endure a lot of water conditions that would kill other tropical fish species. Guppies are not only easy to care for but also very peaceful, making them a perfect addition to any community aquarium. But many new guppy owners have one question: can guppy fish eat veggies? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. Guppies are omnivores and will happily accept pellets and veggies as a part of their diet. In fact, feeding your guppies a varied diet of pellets and vegetables is the best way to ensure they stay healthy and happy. The best way to do this is to offer a variety of different types of vegetables, both fresh and frozen. You can also offer blanched, boiled, veggies but remove any seeds or skins first. Some great veggies for guppies include zucchini, spinach, cauliflower, cucumber, carrots, peas, corn, potato, kale, and lettuce. In this video, we will talk about the different types of vegetables that guppies eat and which ones you should avoid. We will also provide tips on preparing the vegetables for your guppies and how to feed them safely. Keep watching for more information. Do guppy fish eat veggies? Yes, guppy fish do eat vegetables. In fact, they need them in their diet to stay healthy and happy. Your guppies are one of the omnivores that will nibble on both meaty and plant stuff happily. Guppies feed on small insects, larvae, crustaceans, and plant matter in the wild. So, if you want to replicate their natural diet, you should definitely give them some vegetables to munch on. A good diet for guppies should have both protein-rich foods and vegetables. Hence, veggies make a smooth entrance into the dietary needs of guppy fish and top the list most days when it comes to what guppies eat. Vegetables are a vital and integral part of the diet of guppy fish. Just like us, these little creatures need their greens to function properly. Vegetables provide them with the nutrients they need to grow and stay healthy. Guppies are not fussy eaters and will usually eat most vegetables that you give them. How do you feed guppy vegetables? You can drop veggies into the tank or blanch, boil hard veggies, and cut them into bite size. Remember to remove the seeds and skin if they have any. I know it seems absurd just to drop a piece of veggies in the tank and watch it sink to the bottom. But trust me, guppies will find it. Guppies are actually born with an instinct to nibble on plants. So giving them vegetables is good for their health and helps them feel more at home in their environment. You can even use a petri dish or thread to target feed your guppy vegetables. This is a great way to get picky eaters to try new things. What type of veggies do guppy fish eat? You can give your guppy vegetables that are either fresh, frozen, or freeze-dried. Some common vegetables that guppies enjoy include marrow veggies, leafy green veggies, seeded veggies, root veggies, and nightshade veggies. Marrow veggies. Marrow vegetables are soft on the inside with a hard outer skin. Examples of marrow veggies include zucchini, pumpkin, squash, and cucumber. You can feed your guppies these veggies by removing the seeds and skin, if there are any, and then cutting them into small pieces. Leafy green veggies. Leafy greens are a great source of vitamins and minerals for your guppy fish. Some examples of leafy greens include spinach, kale, and lettuce. You can feed these veggies to your guppies by cutting them into bite-sized pieces and dropping them into the tank. Seeded veggies. Seeded vegetables are veggie types with a hard outer shell and a soft inner core. Examples of seeded veggies include peas, corn, and sweet corn. You can feed these veggies to your guppies by removing the seeds and skin, if there are any, boiling them until soft, and then cutting them into small pieces. Root veggies. Root vegetables are a type of veggie that grows underground. Examples of root veggies include carrots, potatoes, sweet potatoes, etc. You can feed these veggies to your guppies by cutting them into bite-sized pieces and dropping them into the tank. Nightshade veggies. Nightshade vegetables are a type of veggie that includes bell pepper. You need to cut and deist the bell pepper before feeding it to your guppy fish. List of veggies guppy fish eat. Now that you know what types of veggies guppies can eat, here is a list of some specific vegetables that they can eat. Zucchini, spinach, cauliflower, cucumber, carrots, peas, corn, potato, kale, lettuce, pumpkin, green beans. What veggies can guppy fish eat safely? As you can see from the list, guppies can eat quite a few vegetables. Honestly, most veggies pass the test regarding being safe for guppies. However, there are a few vegetables that you should avoid feeding your guppy fish. You can safely feed these guppies all the vegetables I have listed in the above section. But all of these also have some restrictions that you need to know. I know you think you are okay with just dropping these veggies into the water, but even they can turn toxic when you fail to remove uneaten ones in time. Vegetables to avoid. You need only a few vegetables to avoid giving your guppy fish. These are tomatoes. The stem and leaves of tomatoes contain tomatine, which is harmful to guppies. So, it is best to stay away from them altogether. Broccoli. Broccoli also contains harmful compounds like isothiocyanates and goitrogens. These can interfere with the thyroid function in guppies and other fish. So, it is best not to feed them broccoli. Cabbage. Cabbage contains compounds like thiocyanate and nitrate. These can lead to problems like bloating and swim bladder disease in guppies. So, it is best not to feed them cabbage as well. Onions. Onions contain compounds like sulfides and cysteine. These can lead to problems like gastrointestinal irritation and anemia in guppies. So, it is best not to feed them onions either. How to prepare veggies for guppies. You can drop some veggies into the tank for your guppies to munch on, or you can prepare them first. Now that you know which vegetables to avoid, let's look at how you can prepare safe vegetables for your guppy fish. Wash them properly. You should do this with all vegetables, regardless of what type of animal you are feeding them to. Washing vegetables helps to remove any harmful chemicals or bacteria that may be present on the surface. You can wash your vegetables in a bowl of clean water. Make sure to use a vegetable brush to scrub them clean. Rinse the vegetables well and then pat them dry with a paper towel. Remove the seeds and skin if they have any. Some vegetables, like cucumbers and zucchini, have edible skin and seeds. However, other vegetables, like carrots and potatoes, have inedible skin and seeds. If a vegetable has inedible skin or seeds, you will need to remove them before feeding the vegetable to your guppy fish. You can do this by peeling the skin off with a knife or using a vegetable brush. As for the seeds, you can remove them by cutting the vegetable open and scooping them out with a spoon. Cut the softer vegetables into small pieces. Some vegetables, like lettuce and spinach, are soft enough that your guppy fish can eat them without you having to do anything. However, other vegetables, like carrots and potatoes, are too hard for your guppy fish to eat without being cut into smaller pieces. If a vegetable is too hard for your guppy fish to eat, you need to cut it into small pieces. You can do this by slicing the vegetable with a knife or using a food processor. Blanch and boil hard veggies. Some vegetables, like carrots and potatoes, are too hard for your guppy fish to eat, even when cut into small pieces. In these cases, you will need to blanch or boil the vegetable before feeding it to your guppy fish. Add it to boiling water to blanch a vegetable for a few minutes. This will soften the vegetable without cooking it all the way through. To boil a vegetable, add it to boiling water and cook until it is soft. Cut them into bite size. Once you have blanched or boiled the hard vegetables, you need to cut them into bite-sized pieces. You can do this by slicing the vegetables with a knife or using a food processor. Drop veggies into the tank. Once you have prepared the vegetables, you can drop them into your guppy fish tank. Make sure only to add a few pieces at a time so that your guppy fish can eat them all before they start to rot. You can also add the vegetables to a fish food feeder so your guppy fish can eat them as they please. What to remember before giving vegetables to guppies. Now that you know which vegetables are safe for your guppy fish to eat and how to prepare them, there are a few things you need to remember before giving them to your guppy fish. You should only give them vegetables as a treat, not as part of the regular guppy diet. This is because vegetables don't have all the nutrients that guppy fish need to stay healthy. It would help if you were careful about how much you feed them. Too much food, even vegetables, can cause problems for your guppy fish. Only give them a small amount at first to see how they react. If they seem to enjoy it and have no problems, you can slowly increase the amount you give them. As with anything new, you should always introduce vegetables to your guppy fish slowly and in small amounts at first. This way, you can be sure they will be able to handle it and not have any problems. Conclusion. Now you know everything there is to know about feeding vegetables to your guppy fish. With a little care and preparation, you can safely give them the occasional treat of fresh vegetables. Just remember to introduce them slowly, in small amounts, and not to make them a regular part of their diet. With a little bit of care, your guppy fish will be able to enjoy the occasional treat of fresh vegetables.